Science number 2. Phosphocreatine resynthesis and lactate clearance are oxygen dependent, so it's aerobic and happens in low intensity gaps. How much oxygen do we have available? That is, to a certain level, a trainable quality. But when the hell will an intercounty player get to train that sufficiently? That's a big question. Remove the gaps and repeat sprint quality degrades faster within the same match. In English, and I'm using an incorrect term here in a way, what mistakenly is known as lactic acid buildup, right? I won't get into that now per se, but I want coaches and players to understand what I'm talking about, right? They certainly understand the feeling of the lactic acid, right? But it's reduced by breaks in play, that recycling and use of the aerobic engine. And those recovery times now, from the old rules to new, are down anywhere from 50 to 100%. They're at least halved, right? What is really happening is lactate accumulates rather than it clears, right? So more time above our threshold means each passage of play starts from a worse baseline than the one previous. Same meters, more of them are spent above threshold. That's not a fitness problem. That's a different type of fitness. We know of a different physiological profile. Arguably something Mayo copped faster than anyone. This is a different sport. Throughout the series, you'll hear me talk about 8 weeks. That's how much physical training I think you need every year before starting any football matches. Okay, 8 weeks. Again, where is that coming from for county players? It's a big question for me. Some will be fine, but what about the guys who get to provincial club finals? They're goosed. What about the sprint profile guys who need extra care and extra training and more rest? They're in trouble. And they may escape year one, but it does catch up. You need an off-season and you need a pre-season. And they're only kind of getting either now, but only a small percentage get both in reality. Being unsuccessful, weirdly, is the best way of getting yourself a break. The earlier you're knocked out for club and county, the bigger your break. That is why most, but not all, of course, top-level soccer players get through 50, 60, and sometimes even as high as 70 games a season. They do serious pre-seasons. And even this year now, watch how many of them will break down because of the World Cup. That has really interrupted their recovery. Many inter-county footballers will go from 19 to 23, 24 with no break whatsoever. Think about that. Competitive school, they're obviously handy. You know, after county minor, they're playing Curnaby or any of those types of games into 20s, lifting weights while the club season is still going on. Competitive club team.